Overcoming fear, when the wolf is caged, but fear roams free. The story of a friend killed by a caged enemy. There once was a farmer who lived a quiet life on the edge of a forest. His most treasured possession was a gentle sheep with wool as white as snow. He cared for it, talked to it, and treated it as his closest companion. One night, a wild wolf came prowling. With quick thinking, the farmer managed to trap the beast, securing it in a strong iron cage in his yard. He thought to himself that the danger was gone, and soon he'd have a bit of money from selling the wolf. The wolf was imprisoned, helpless. But a strange thing began to happen. The sheep, from that day on, stopped eating. Its body grew thin, its soft wool became coarse. Its once clear, gentle eyes were now constantly fixed on the iron cage in a state of terror. It didn't dare go near, yet it couldn't look away. The wolf's fierce, yellow eyes were like an invisible dagger, piercing the sheep's fragile soul day after day. A few days later, the sheep was found dead. There wasn't a single scratch on its body, but its small heart had given out. It had died of utter exhaustion and fear. The farmer was heartbroken and confused. As luck would have it, a wise old man was passing through. Looking at the dead sheep, the wolf in the cage, and the grieving farmer, the old man spoke softly, "You caged the wolf's body, but you never caged the fear it created. Every day, your sheep had to face the living embodiment of its own death. The stress, helplessness, and panic built up, draining its life force from the inside. An enemy on the outside can be contained, but an enemy within the mind is free to destroy." The farmer stood in stunned silence. He realized that his simple plan for profit had inadvertently killed his beloved friend with the most terrifying weapon of all, invisible fear. The wolf in our own souls. This parable is a mirror reflecting our own lives. All of us, in one way or another, live with caged wolves. They are the tangible and intangible fears that, while not physically harming us, gnaw at our souls every single day. The poor fear tomorrow's hunger and illness with no means to heal. The wealthy fear loss, deception, and betrayal. The powerful fear losing their status, afraid of being overthrown. Those who have done wrong fear exposure, fear the consequences, and live in a prison of guilt and torment. Who can count how many people have turned themselves into that sheep? Wasting away in anxiety, paralyzed by pessimism, or worse, being completely devoured by the phantom of fear they carry inside. The source of fear and the path of light. Why are we so afraid? Fear doesn't truly come from the outside world. The wolf, the financial loss, the criticism. They are merely triggers. The seeds of fear lie dormant in our own minds, and they are watered by the soil of attachment, and the illusion of self. We cling to money, reputation, our image, relationships. Believing, this is mine, it must belong to me. When these things are threatened, fear rises up to protect them. Fear is like a shadow. When we turn our backs to the light of truth and try to run, the shadow grows larger and chases us relentlessly. But when we bravely stop, turn around, and face it in the light of wisdom, the shadow peacefully falls to its proper place behind us. So, what is this light? It is the profound understanding that everything in life is temporary, and all things are governed by cause and effect. You reap what you sow. This law is absolute and fair. When we truly see this, we learn to loosen our grip. We understand that what we truly possess isn't money or status, but our own actions, words, and thoughts. How to usher the wolf out of your mind. Overcoming fear is not a battle, it is a journey of transformation. Face it and name it, don't run. Sit quietly and look directly at your fear. What is it? Fear of failure. Fear of loneliness. Fear of judgment. Give it a name. This act is like turning on a light in a dark room. You'll see that the monster is not as terrifying as you imagined. Practice letting go. This doesn't mean abandoning responsibility, but releasing your attachment to outcomes. Work with all your heart, love with all your soul, but accept that things can and will change. Let go of the ego. Don't let the praise or criticism of others be the master of your emotions. Cultivate goodness. The best way to get rid of weeds is to plant flowers. Actively replace every negative, fearful thought with a kind one. Replace a critical word with an encouraging one. Replace a selfish act with a selfless one. When the garden of your mind is full of beautiful flowers, the weeds of fear will have no room to grow. Nurture compassion. Compassion is fear's most powerful antidote. When you forgive those who have hurt you, you free yourself from the heavy burden of resentment. When you feel love for all living things, you see yourself as part of a great, interconnected whole, and your personal fears begin to shrink. Conclusion: be the wise farmer of your own life. You may be criticized, misunderstood, or even fail. But if your mind remains at peace, free from resentment or fear, then nothing and no one can truly break you. That is your inner strength, your safest sanctuary. Don't let the wolf of your past, your insecurities, your anxieties or your anger continue to loom at the gates of your mind. Be the wise farmer of your own life. Don't just cage your fear in a corner, only to be drained by it each day. Have the courage to open the cage, not to let the wolf run wild, but to usher it out with the light of understanding and compassion. Start today. Start right now. New subscribers get an exclusive gift. We're sending you our 30-day vegan eating guide ebook absolutely free. Drop your email in the comments below to claim your copy. If you found this video meaningful, please subscribe, like, and don't forget to share it with your loved ones.